Welcome back to my channel. Okay guys, £1 million. I've made my first £1 million. Okay, so does that mean I'm a millionaire? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay, so first of all, did I get dressed up specifically just to do this video? No, I didn't. I'm actually just back from a meeting and looking at service apartments, so hence why I look like a penguin at the moment. Okay, so I made my first million, but am I a millionaire? I'm bloody not. Of course I'm not. You know, you would have to be very naive to think that when you make your first million that you're a millionaire. You might be on paper, gross wise, net wise, you're bloody well not. First of all, I've got to pay 41% tax. Okay? Second of all, I have a company. Okay, so I have my own company, I'm a director of my own company, and because my company makes over 85k per annum, I'm also liable for 20% VAT. Okay, then you have solicitors' fees. Okay, then you have accountancy fees, then you have administration fees, then if you want a letter written up for something, that's another £200. If you want something else done, that's another 150. If you want pay slips, that's this, that's that, blah, 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 blah. So am I a millionaire? On, on paper, I'm a millionaire. In reality, I'm bloody not. It's impossible. When you make your first million, you're bloody not a millionaire, okay? Does it mean that I'm broke? Absolutely not. But it doesn't mean I'm a millionaire. I'm not. Okay, net wise I'm not, gross wise I am. That's why I put a poll out on Instagram saying, you know, did you know the difference between gross and net? That's why. Okay, so on paper I'm a millionaire, but in reality, after you pay your tax, your VAT, all these other ridiculous bills, you're not. Okay, that's the reality. Okay, so yes, I made my first million. How did I do it? It wasn't just trading. Okay, trading is where to start. Okay, that gave me my platform. So making 20 grand a month trading on average, sometimes a little bit less, sometimes more, it depends on my losses and gains. But then also once you start to make that money, do you keep that money in your bank account? Of course you don't. You don't keep all that money in your bank account. You've got to spread it out, you've got to reinvest it, you've got to do other things with it. So I've got my finger in many pies, many different businesses, and what that means is that instead of having all that liquidity available in your bank account, what you do is you spread it out, you invest it in different areas. But what it does mean is that your money is held up. Okay, so just say for example, if you didn't make a million and you were left with, just say for argument's sake, 500k. Okay, well, you're not going to leave that 500k in your bank account, or you're not, because what are you going to get per annum from the bank in terms of interest? 1.5% to 3% at a maximum. That's nothing. So what do? You have to reinvest it in different areas. But when you reinvest that capital, it means that you don't have access to it anymore. Okay, so if you were to, out at say 500k, if you were to invest say 300k, well then that 300k is gone. You know, you don't have access to it anymore because you have now entered an agreement, you've now entered a contract, so that 300k is no longer yours. It is effectively yours, but it's been held, so you don't have access to it. And you can't just turn around and say, okay, I want my money back now, because you've signed contracts, you've signed agreements. Okay, so when I got the call from my, well, it wasn't a call, it was an email. When I got the email from my accountant to say that I'd done it, that I'd reached $1 million, was I euphoric? Did I jump up and down with joy and open a bottle of Dom Perignon? I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it. It's far too posh for me, I'm just a working class guy. But you know what I mean, a bottle of Dom, yeah? A bottle of Dom. We call it a bottle of Dom. Did I open a bottle of Dom? No, I bloody didn't. Do you want to know what my reaction was? My reaction was, really? Yes. So don't think for a second when you make your first million that it's this euphoric moment, because it's not. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. It's not. It's a case of, oh, right, okay. And my question was, okay, so I made my first million, but I'm not a millionaire, am I? You know, I've got a good relationship with my accountant, and she messaged me back saying, LOL, ha ha ha, no. Okay, so this is life's reality, guys. You make a million, it ain't yours. So, you know, there's a couple of questions that are really at the forefront of my mind that I get all the time, you know, and one of the first ones is, why do you always wear the same clothes? And my answer is always the same. I live out of a suitcase and have done for many, many months now. So when I'm traveling from country to country, I can't buy new clothes, because if I buy new clothes, I need to throw clothes out like I have done. It's just a waste of money. So I wear the same clothes until they're worn down a little, get rid of them and buy new stuff. You know, I'm not going to carry 3, 4, 5 bags into airports and all that kind of stuff. It's just ridiculous, okay? The second thing is, do I live the lifestyle of a millionaire? I suppose 6 months ago I did. I done the whole champagne thing, going out to ridiculously priced restaurants, all of that kind of stuff. I think you need to do that. I think you need to get that out of your system. But now, do I live that lifestyle? No, I don't. Maybe a couple of times a month I'll go out to a really nice restaurant and spend, you know, a good bit of money, but I don't do it all the time. Okay, I think that's something that you get over very, very quickly. But I think there's an expectation when people know that you make a certain amount of money. There's an expectation that you live a certain kind of lifestyle. And I suppose I did do that for a while, just because I could. Because bear in mind, I couldn't do it for a long time because of lockdowns. So when lockdown was eased, I kind of went a little bit nuts with all the champagne parties and all that kind of stuff. But realistically, going forward, you can't do that. It's not good for your bank balance. And more than your bank balance, it's not good for your psychology. Okay, it's not good to live like that on a regular basis. So yes, I have reached millionaire status, but I'm not a millionaire. Not a millionaire. Okay, so this is life's reality. It's about being sensible now, okay? You know, in order to maintain your status, okay, in order to maintain the money that you have for a short period of time, yes, you live like a rich man for a short period of time, for a very short period of time. But it's important that you get over that quite quickly and live like you're broke. So it's a challenge, because when the money's there, your natural instinct is to spend it. But it's important that you become disciplined, and it takes a while. So there you have it, guys. There's no champagne moment here. I'm a millionaire. On paper, big deal. In reality, I'm not, because of the tax and all the other stuff that I've got to pay. It doesn't actually mean anything, okay? But this is the kind of stuff that you guys want to hear. I've done this video. I knew I had to do it. I didn't really want to do it. Felt a bit stupid doing it, but I still had to do it. So we move on now. Now we go back to the education. Watch this once, forget about it, and then we move on. See you guys again for more videos.